me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. Let's go.
All right. Well, that part of it went off pretty well, for the most part. How's everybody doing?
I'm
I
doing
have,
good.
yeah. Jeff and Jason here, from BAHaCon. You guys are the organizers of it, and um, I seen you guys were on Mark Reed here recently, and getting around doing the thing. I know what it's like, but hey, you guys? I'm sure are much more well experienced at it than I am. I this is my first shot at trying to promote something, and it's sometimes messy for me. But how's things been
A
going on
lot of
that
work.
front? Yeah,
We're
Yeah,
doing good. We're doing good.
going good.
yeah. Well, BahaCon is quickly becoming one of the more well known and bigger conventions, conferences, whatever that we have in this space. And you guys have a lot of great speakers and stuff lined up. For the chat and everybody coming in right now, there is a pinned comment in the chat that'll take you to the website. But here in a moment, I will share it anyway on screen if I can figure out how to work all my stuff here. But let's
Just
see
start
if we,
pressing buttons.
yeah, but that's about how it goes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Getting used to, like, because I used to use StreamYard to do all this, and I switched, and so it kind of, I had to get used to a whole bunch of new stuff. But I really like the features here better, honestly. But
Nope. Yeah.
personal preferences, I guess. Um, anyway, let's pull this up. It's got all your speakers on there. You guys got quite the list of speakers this year.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
done well for sure. Got a good variety of people that experts in various topics. So it's not simply a let's beat up on religion conference. It's a educational conference for sure.
Sure, yeah. Uh, I know a couple of those speakers are not the easiest folks to get in contact with. I won't go into any more details than that, but like, yeah, hard people to track down sometimes. Good job
Oh yeah. Yep.
getting quite the group there. Um, Jess, who helps me out on the channel, she's done a number of things at BahaCon and comes to it and
Mhm.
is going to be there this year doing some stuff. And so I was more than happy to hear from you guys to come talk about it and stuff. First of all, maybe for those that don't know or whatever, you want to tell them what BahaCon is, what it stands for, what it's about.
Yeah, sure. So we're Blue Water Atheists, Humanists, and Agnostics. We're located in Sarnia, Point Edward, Ontario, Canada. Um, Conference coming up is the fourth one we've done, and it's on August the 8th through the 10th.
And for those for coming up from the United States, we are in Canada, but just barely. So when you come across the bridge between Port Huron, Michigan, and Sarnia, Ontario, we're literally right past the bridge. So really easy, get through the border. You're at the hotel less than 5 minutes from the Canada-U.S. border. So really good location. We're pretty happy with the venue and the hotel, and yeah, really try to have a very social and community-oriented conference. Very open for discussion, and really come and get to meet some new people and make some new friends. And it's all about community and conversation.
Yeah, yeah. And you actually highlight one of the things that we had a lot of discussions about and stuff is like with the art protest, it's fine to go like shit on Ken Ham or whatever and creationism, but unless you have like some kind of call to action or some sort of point that you're trying to make, it's you kind of get lost in it for a minute about what you're doing. The and obviously a protest is a little bit of a different beast, but um, I think that I have to watch BAHAcon from here because you're far enough into Canada, they won't let me come. So, which sometimes when we're young, we do stupid things, I suppose. But yeah, it's awesome to finally get to talk to Jason face to face and meet you, Jeff. I how many years has this been going on again?
So this is the fourth year for
Fourth.
it.
Okay. Yeah. And I've got a teaser video here that will. I'll wait until some more people show up to play it because it's gonna flag my video when I do. It did before, and in the in the replay, I'll just cut out the. I'll just tell it to cover it up. So I'll wait till the live viewers are here to actually see it. uh, Ember says I can sneak across the lake. Yeah, that's
Yeah, if you're a good swimmer, I mean, you could try to make it across. I suppose not that far.
somebody would probably notice a whale in the lake, though. I think I'd get spotted. the but yeah, so you guys have a lot of groups too that show up and like set up tables and give out information and a lot of networking stuff with a lot of people. I know that last year I like secondhand ended up with um, some guests and stuff and met a lot of people because of the conference you guys had, which is interesting. Justin and Jess went and met a lot of people and stuff and was like, hey, you need to meet these girls, the Apostate Sisters. And so, yeah. So I am, even though I can't come to it, it still benefits everybody as a whole in the community. And it's great to see as many of these events going on as possible. And this summer seems like it's going to be, there's a whole lot of stuff going on this summer. And BAHaCon is one of the big ones everyone tries to make it to, which I'm jealous of, obviously. But yeah, great work, guys. I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see you continuing and really building a great guest list. Sorry, and yeah, but what? It's a 3-day event. Is that all? Just speakers and conference stuff, or is there like some other activities that go on with it? Or
Well, the Friday basically is just a registration, and then we have a VIP dinner. Saturday is a full day of speakers, and Sunday is a couple speakers, and then we follow up with the boat cruise.
yeah, I knew the answer. I just wanted you to say it. But yeah, and I think a lot of people said they really enjoyed the cruise last year and were really excited about it and getting to meet those folks. I think it was last year. I don't remember. I know it's been a thing that people have talked about a lot. So yeah, the what is there is BAHaCon itself an organization that's behind this, or is there like is there another organization that is organizing this specifically?
Well, Baja is the group, so there is a group of us in Sarnia, Port Huron. So people actually from both sides of the border. The area is called Blue Water Country or Blue Water because the water is so blue. If you come across the bridge and look down, you'll see just beautiful water there. So that's why it's called Blue Water Atheist.
Yeah.
And that group's been around for a while. I've only been involved in it for a little over 3 years now, but it's been involved before that. So they had planned to do a conference. They've done a number of things. We do a number of things, including a monthly breakfast get together, or we do a solstice dinner. We have pub days and stuff like that, where we just have time to get together and have community. The original idea for the conference had come up, but then COVID happened and sort of it all got put on the back burner. So
Yeah.
in 2022 was the first year that they put the conference together. I was there as a participant. I wasn't there as part of the board at that time. I was just on Seth Andrews' website. I followed Seth Andrews, and like, where is he going to be? And I see Point Edward, Ontario. I'm like, holy shit, that's 30 minutes from my house, right? No idea. So that's how I originally heard about it, and then started going to the breakfast. So we do that stuff. Like to do some more. COVID also really dinged just the number of people you get turning out. Like you kind of lose a bunch, and when you don't have those events, and so now it's just a matter of getting those people back. But we'll have a breakfast. We'll have 20, 25 people show up, for breakfast, or a dozen people show up at a day. That things.
Well, that's awesome. You guys are doing stuff year round. I mean,
yeah,
at least trying to. That's actually how I ended up with the art protest thing going on. Is because of COVID, I had they had quit doing it, and at the end they were like, "Well, we'll just wait till the 10th anniversary to go back to having this thing." And I was like, "Well, is there any way we can pull off, doing it anyway? And if you want to do it on the 10th anniversary, go for it. But in the meantime, it would be nice to continue having these events, and so I'm excited to see all of them. I'm going to try and get around to a couple of others this year. But again, you can talk to your government and see if they'll let me in for a day, but unlikely.
We want people to pull some strings.
Yeah.
I'll make a call. I'll call Prime Minister Carney and see what we can do for you.
Relations are so good between our two countries right now that
Yes, they've really wonderful right now. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, I agree.
Every time I see the news, what's happening, it just scares me. Things like you're talking about the Arca Counter protest, and I just saw today that the new Department of Education, but McMahon's wife, I guess, wants to make evolution optional, that teachers don't have to teach that in class.
Yeah.
It just scares the crap out of me when I hear stuff like that. Or Texas wanting to pass a law banning litter boxes in schools, which isn't even a thing, right?
Right.
It's just, there's so much that needs to be done that's not getting done because they're focusing on this stupid, like changing the name of a ship because it's named after Harvey Milk.
Yeah.
It's beyond me. So I'm glad that I'm on the side of the border in Canada, but unfortunately, some of that definitely has impact across to us as well.
Oh, sure, and that's really for me being on this side of the border. That's really the thing that bothers me the most about it is there's these changes aren't just affecting individuals here or even groups here. It's and now banning other people and all that. And we don't have to get into political stuff. I'm not trying to drive it that way, but it's kind of related when it comes to this stuff. And there's I understand a lot of citizens of Canada, their feelings about traveling to America and the risks with doing that and all that stuff. And the thing that really sucks about it is because these type of events are precisely to shed light on the issues that the people that are causing all this, that are behind it all. Uh, so it's almost like they're kind of winning when they do these things, and cause people to make decisions to act differently because of it. But again, like I get like I'm not suggesting otherwise at the current time. I'm just saying like it's very troubling. You're right, and for us, the big thing is separation of church and state, right? Um,
Hmm.
which is again kind of at the root of the problem here. But I don't know. I don't have the answers, but it does suck, and it makes these things harder. And you know, luckily for you though, being already in Canada, all kinds of Americans want to already go to Canada. So
Well, we're not perfect. Certainly, Canada's not perfect. We have our own issues as well. But I think uh, overall, I think we're in pretty good shape in comparison to some of the, at least in those areas.
yeah,
And
my
that's why I think things like Baja are so important. BAHAcon are so important.
my
Um,
mom called me and was asking about moving to Canada the other day,
yeah,
asking me questions about how to move to Canada.
yeah. It gives us these type of events give us a sense of community, right? It gives you a chance to spend some time with people that are like minded and uh, are a lot of people when they leave religion, one thing that they lose out on is that sense of community, right? So
Yeah,
having events like this help bring back that, and we really do design um, BahaCon, so it is very community oriented. You go to a lot of conferences and you see speakers and they come out and they talk and then they go away. You don't see them again. At Baja, the speakers are in the room all day. Like Seth Andrews sits at the and like all of them sit at different people's tables. You may have breakfast in the morning with Boris Velkai, right? Like
yeah.
they're in the room, they're approachable, they want to talk to people, and I think that's what really helps to make Baja a bit of a unique event that way, and that it really is about community. Yeah.
I I think it was Justin who was telling me Aaron came and sat down at the table with him after speaking, and he was sitting there looking through dog pictures and stuff, and
That's right.
he just thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. That's the thing. Like a lot of whether you're atheist or you're a theist who's questioning or deconstructing or whatever, um, there's a lot of isolation that people feel during that. Being from Kentucky, of course, like I get it. There's not much atheist representation here, although it is growing because of events like these that bring people together, and
Hmm.
a lot of these people we watch videos or we read their content, and getting to go and not only see them speak but a chance to interact with them and stuff is awesome. It's kind of funny because to the world outside, who's R and Raw, like, but of course for the atheist community, it's like, oh yeah, we all know who that is.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's Bigfoot. Yeah.
it's got sick
Yeah.
Pittman, yeah, like, but yeah, it's really great, and the I feel like I feel like this year, you're going to see, because of the political climate, you're going to see more people coming out to these things. And again, if you try to put across a message that doesn't exclude anyone, while still giving education and shedding light on some of the things that are going on and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the things we talk about a lot here is that, um, it's not about dumping on religion or anything like that. Like, I don't care what any individual believes at all. It's the things that they then do with that belief that I sometimes take issue with.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, so the let's see here. Let's see if we can put up this video real quick. Let me get the right mouse for the right computer again. And we'll play your little intro thing here, or your advertisement video. Let's see. Did it not do it? Didn't do it. Did it twice that time.
That's us.
Nice video. I like it.
I'd like to take credit for it, but I can't. So
Yeah,
we had a lot of help.
I cannot either.
me neither. I can't. I don't even take credit for the videos and stuff on my own channel. So that's one of the areas that I needed a lot of help in, and thankfully Jess discovered me and seen what a poor state things were in. But yeah, I really I like the video, and for you guys watching again, it's linked in the description there. You can click the link and go over and check out the website, and all that stuff that you just seen is on there as well. So
Yeah, we have early bird tickets till June 30th for people that are thinking of coming. So, and if you're really interested in the boat cruise, the boat, because it's limited into how many people can fit on the boat. Once we sell so many boat cruise tickets, then there won't be any boat cruise tickets left available. So there'll still be conference tickets, but not including the boat. So if you really want to do the boat, the sooner you get your tickets, the better. Guaranteeing you have the product.
and just for the general admission, how much are the tickets?
So the regular price is $350 Canadian, which is about what, $1.75 American, I think. Our numbers are right now.
Like that.
It's a pretty good deal if you're American for sure. And that includes everything. So for $350, it includes the VIP dinner. It includes breakfast, lunch on the Saturday. It includes breakfast on the Sunday. It includes the boat cruise with a luncheon on the boat cruise. It includes the after party, which we're having Saturday night, which is going to be a podcasters panel, as well as board games and card games. People can bring their own favorite games, and we're going to have games there for people to sit around and play, and just kind of have just a night of community with some drinks and some fellowship and friendship, and so all that's included.
Yeah, I can sense Jess's involvement with the board games. She's
Jess has offered to help us out some with that, yes.
yeah. Jess is great. She does so much stuff with a lot of people, and it's awesome. and again, like that's how we end up networking and getting to know other people that can contribute in whatever way, or just be part of the community and hang out and chat and support the people that do this stuff. Um, I think that Pross is awesome for all that stuff. I think that's a really good deal. I we're not even charging for the art protest, and the hotel costs that much. So but also
Right.
like a dummy, I scheduled it for the weekend of the 4th of July. So, um, well, see, here's the thing. All right, so
Everybody's available.
no, it's not that. It's so the art protest had generally the first one. The Ark Encounter opened on 7/7 to coincide with Genesis 7/7, and the so whenever they had the first protest, they had it, right at the opening of the Ark Encounter. Then later on, they had started doing it like the second week of the month or whatever. Well, this year there's something else going on that week. The 100th anniversary of the Scopes Monkey Trial. They're having events in Tennessee, and one of them, the biggest one, is going to be that weekend. So I was like, well, I don't want to take away from that, especially down here. So I went ahead, and it was a stupid thing to do. I shouldn't have done it on the weekend of the 4th, but lesson learned.
Well, I wish the border was friendlier right now because I would love to come down for that. I've
Yeah, me
fond
too.
memories. I've spent a lot of quality time in Kentucky, mostly in bourbon distilleries. I've toured many a bourbon distillery. One of my biggest sadnesses right now is that we can't get bourbon in Ontario right now because it's all been pulled off the shelf. So I got my Basil Hayden sitting here in my Maker's Mark in Woodford, and I'm just having to wean myself to make sure that it's going to last until things get better. So
Woodford and Maker's Mark, you can't go wrong with either one of those.
no, not at all. Not at
Woodford's
all.
my favorite, but Maker's Mark is probably the one that I would like most often. Woodford gets a bit expensive to drink
Yes.
all the time.
And I like Blandford's. If you've ever had Blandford's, it's made
You,
at Buffalo Trace. It has it has the horse stopper on top.
I imagine it's illegal to ship liquor across the border, huh? even as a gift, because I here's the thing in Kentucky. First of all, we can get it cheaper here, but
Right.
second, we have more barrels of bourbon than we do people. That's a fact, and so now we have a whole lot of it that's not going anywhere. So
Discount prices.
the
Yeah.
the state of
Yeah.
Kentucky lost $1 billion over that. Like, and
Wow.
the state of
Yeah, I believe it.
Kentucky
Yeah.
is incredibly poor. So, and again, I'm not trying to get into political stuff. I'm really not. But like the the state of Kentucky is also very red, and it's it's a really confusing thing here to see people like purposely going against their own self interest and stuff. But I think that's like that kind of leads back into having these conferences and stuff
Yeah.
where yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's
shows,
all connected, isn't it?
and it shows that
Dave,
people are just people, right? Like I when I've been to Kentucky, and I say I've been there a number of times, like just the friendliest people I've ever run across, like for the most part, like very welcoming. You go into the restaurants or the bars or um, the places to stop in, and it's everyone's so friendly and nice. It has been to me anyway, and it's just just we're all at the end of the day, face to face, we're all just people. Whatever you believe, we're all just people.
is this the Canadians talking about how friendly the Kentuckians are now? Is that what's going on here?
Well, they really were. Yeah, I loved every minute in Kentucky. Everyone was so pleasant and nice and helpful. So
See, I always say that Kentucky is one of the most beautiful places as long as you don't talk to the people.
no,
But but from like an outsider coming in, I can see like there's a lot of Southern hospitality, and I mean, I guess as long as you don't tell them you're an atheist, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Show you the border.
Uh,
Get out.
eat BAHAcon and having a bourbon, you're all good.
yeah, no, and that's kind of the thing too. Like even though like I'm in a fairly rural area, and the locals completely don't approve of what I do and have all kinds of interesting things to say to me. But whenever it comes down to it, though, they still claim me as one of their own.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's so uh, for better or worse, I guess. Um, but yeah, the I think it's I think it's pretty telling though of your all's event that the you have like it's in Canada, but you have like a huge number of Americans that make their
Oh
way to
yeah,
that from all over the
Yeah.
country and continent for
Yeah.
that matter.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
One thing with our location is, you're a good 5 or 6 hour drive from a lot of major centers, right? I
anything.
mean, yeah, we're only 45 minutes out of Detroit, right? Chicago's, 5 hours away. Kentucky's not that far. Ohio, we get people from Minnesota, Wisconsin. I think Jason has the numbers better than I do. I think last year we had 27 states represented. Is that right?
27 states. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, people come from all over. Even, if I drive out my driveway right now and I drive south for 19 hours, I'll be in Orlando, Florida. If I drive out my driveway and turn north and drive 19 hours, I haven't even left Ontario yet. Like I'm still in my own province,
Yeah,
right? So it's actually not as far as you think when you think I'm going to another country.
yeah.
It's pretty convenient that way. And anyway, I know, and crossing the border, certainly when you're American coming into Canada and back to the States, like it's really not a problem. It's
All
really
right.
hassle free. Seth Andrews was talking about that on his podcast. He was just up at a conference in Alberta a month ago and said he's never been easier coming in and going.
Yeah. Yeah. No. What to say about that? Uh, the if it was just the same both ways, the
Yeah, yeah,
and
Right. Yeah.
unfortunately they're giving a lot of crap to Canadians trying to come across and stuff. In fact, like we had Vostrano as one of our speakers who had to cancel because of current events. Neil just contacted me and said, "Hey, I'd love to come down to the thing, but given what's going on, it's not really a good idea." And even with Jess,
Yeah.
we're still kind of playing it by ear on how that's going to go
Yeah.
because Jess has helped do so much with all this and really wants to be here, needs to be here. I need her to be here for sure. But I still get it if she can't. And the it's just a mess right now. But luckily, it's going the other direction there, which still works out because you guys haven't lost your damn minds like the Americans. Um,
no,
not in the same way, anyway.
no. We're, we're sorry for the whole booing the national anthem thing. That was, it wasn't one of our best moments, but like we were a little pissy, so don't take it personal.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't. Look, listen, I'm from Kentucky. There's nothing they're going to do that's going to shock me in any way. Like, it's I grew up like the reason the Ark Encounter is where it's at is because of all the young Earth creationists here. So like
Yeah,
Right.
the I grew up raised in young Earth creationism and believed all that stuff, and so I completely get a lot of it. But this guy here, I don't know. I know Jason knows Chris for sure, but
Yep.
looking for things to do, and I'm sure if not this year, maybe contact him for next year, Chris. Chris is going to be doing MC duty at the Ark Encounter protest this year. and looking for more things to do,
Fabulous.
obviously. So
Yeah.
I told him, Chris, I did my part. It's up to you
I
now.
watch that morning show from work.
Yeah.
I don't get to participate much, but yeah, it's playing in my ear most of the time.
Oh, I do that too. I'll stop in and say hi or whatever, and then just listen to it, and while I'm doing other stuff. But usually in
Yeah.
the mornings, Jess starts messaging me at like 6 o'clock every morning about whatever nonsense has been going on, and having to keep up with things and all that. But we've had 2025 has been the year of drama in the atheist community on YouTube, anyway.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
without going into any specifics, I've said what I was going to say about those things, but it's again, it's like everything that's going on. It's troubling to see, the splits and things that are happening, but there's, sometimes the proverbial line in the sand, I guess, whatever. But the
Well, I like to think of our conference as more of a humanist conference than atheist.
right,
Just because I think we all know atheists on both ends of that spectrum, right? Ones that are um, quite uh, anti-theist and quite um, outspoken and some quite nasty.
yeah,
Um, where I think when we look at humanism and what humanism is, both sort of treating everybody equally and with respect. I think we had a question come up. Jason and I were on a podcast a few weeks ago, and the question came up: can you be um, religious and be a humanist? And it's an interesting question. And I think, yeah, I think you can. I don't think it's restricted to simply being atheist, right? But um, I think that's a really important message. It's that just don't be a dick to people.
don't be a dick. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Uh,
really.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. Yeah.
the
Yeah, that'll
I,
be next year's T-shirt. BAHAcon, don't be a dick. That'll be.
yeah, yeah. I actually, whenever I created this channel and named it the Kentucky Atheist, I actually kind of went back and was like, well, maybe that's not the right, like, I'm, I claim atheism all day, but thought maybe it wasn't the most welcoming of titles for it, but I like it now.
I think
It grew on me
I think
after a
it
while.
suits your location. I think it suits
Yeah.
your location
That's
pretty
very
well.
much suits your location. Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
that was the
Yeah.
idea. Is it was kind of a joke that I was the Kentucky atheist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
The only one. Yeah.
yeah. I think there actually used to be somebody else that went by the name just Kentucky Atheist. I think.
Oh.
But because of naming it that though and stuff, like I've been able to meet lots of atheists and non-believers, humanists from Kentucky, and I think that just to comment on the can a religious person be a humanist? I think a religious person can be anything because they create it as they go, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah. That's
they all define it
Yeah.
differently. They all weigh
yeah.
out the moral
Yeah.
implications differently.
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
so yeah, I think and I think that if you gave like a basic explanation of humanism, I think that most religious people would think they do fit in that category. But
Yeah. Some of them would be wrong, but I think they would believe that.
of course, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. There's some problematic things in their doctrine, a couple,
Yeah.
but you know, yeah. I think that the more I look at it and stuff, especially with the word atheist, it's so with the new atheism movement, it kind of took on a bit of a different definition, right? Or at least a
Mhm.
colloquial one. It kind of really
Yeah.
always meant
Yeah.
the same thing, but how it was represented
Yeah.
became a different thing. And and then you have people that are like, well, philosophically, it means that you're making the positive statement that a God doesn't exist and all that other stuff, and whatever. Like, for me, I just went back to what the word means, and like, the word itself is not theism.
Right.
And so
Right.
humanism could be atheism. Like,
Yeah.
it's depends on the philosophy you use to look at it with. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, people get hung up on atheists a lot. I find myself in that conversation often, which I hate.
Mhm.
But that
Right.
that and the moral argument. Please
Mm.
don't. Please, no one come to me with the moral argument again. Just don't do it.
I,
It's no
I,
fun for me. It's a loser for you. Just don't do it.
I can't wait to ask Erica Gutsick Gibbon at the conference. If we came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? I think she loves that question. So
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure she lights right up at that one. The
That'll go
there
viral. That's awesome. Yeah.
and really, like, I think that because of the various sets of beliefs that people have within religion, that uh, that's really where uh, a humanist group, an atheist group, not practicing religion excels, because I can send an email, several emails right now, and have a biologist, a geologist, a cosmologist, a physicist. I can get answers for things easily, and there's somebody from all those groups making content out there,
yeah,
multiples of them. And so
Yeah.
whenever you get into like really finding out the truth about the way the world works, and uh, the humanist manifesto, so to speak, you you find that that's really useful. And I think that, like, basing your event on education really allows people to connect on the thing that most of them are craving out of this, right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
They
Yeah.
want to understand better about
Yeah.
people's. I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid the word worldview. Okay, so that's the problem here. That's why I'm kind of rambling. Uh, Jeff, I know you don't know me, but this is common here. Okay, we people come, and there'll be 30, 40 people watching, and I just lose it in the middle of talking and forget what I'm talking about. But it happens, I guess. The so yeah, August the 8th through the 10th, right? Is that
yeah,
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that I really hope that you guys get the turnout you're looking for, and of course you have tickets and stuff, so you've got a good idea of what's going on as far as that
yep,
goes. But
yep. Ticket sales have been pretty good, and we uh, we expect to have a good bunch. Well, we don't want to have we kind of limit ticket sales to a point. We don't want to have so many people that we lose that personal connection, right?
right,
So usually, like, we're looking for, if you have 200, 250 people, that's a really good size, because it gives everyone an opportunity to talk to the speakers and chat with each other. And we use round tables, so everyone's sitting between speakers can have conversations and talk and make new friends. We have one couple that's met at BAHaCon last year, and they're now engaged to get married. So you just never know who you're going to meet or what's going to happen at BAHaCon.
I
So it's
actually
different.
I actually did a stream last year with people while they were at BAHaCon, so you had people
Mhm.
streaming here
Yeah,
live from it, and I'm sure I'll do the same this year. Whenever it comes around, I try to cover that stuff as much as possible. The
Yeah.
but yeah, it's I'm glad to see that at least that's still going on, and you've got lots of people interested. You've got a lot of great guests, and I'm sure it'll go smoothly. Hope the same happens here. Well,
The, the
right
conference is
now,
so much fun.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I wish it was more than once a year because it's a long wait to see everybody again.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And that's what I look forward to them. And I think that's really what most people are in it for. Like they're, hey, it's finally time we get together and talk to these people and meet people I haven't met. And there's always new people coming into the space and
Yeah,
always new information to be shared. And I think that these community based things are really what's important to kind of normalizing this space because even if you just wanted to call it secular, the I think that it's important to be able to talk about things and leave religion out of it sometimes.
Yeah.
And Jeff, I very rarely even discuss religion here. I'll respond to some stuff, and I've been doing some stuff because of the Ark Encounter, like debates with creationists and things like that, just messing around. But it's not something I usually focus on. Which again, the Kentucky atheist thing is kind of weird, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Does Ken Ham show up for your art visits?
I don't know if Ken Ham lives right beside it,
Okay.
or close to it. I don't know if he'll be there or not. We have talked to the Ark Encounter. They know we're coming, so he may be there. Kent Hovind will be there, unfortunately, or fortunately. Hell, I don't know. I don't really care. He's protesting the protest, I guess.
that's
His
hilarious.
his latest claim is that he's bringing a bunch of Christian bikers with him because they need protection from all of us
Oh,
scary atheists.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
the
Kill them with facts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I don't know and that's kind of I want to eventually, and that's why I like getting involved in this, something that's already kind of built that I can just kind of jump in and do a little bit of placing things, a little fundraising and stuff like that, and be able to
Yeah.
pull it off to better be able to first of all meet people who aren't YouTubers that are out doing
Yep.
activism,
Yep.
and eventually I hope to have some sort of actual conference in Eastern Kentucky. I think it's something that's needed here, and but I got to learn a lot of things first, so get there. But it's things like what you guys are doing that helps me learn those things, even if I'm not there. I can see the makings of it. I kind of understand some things. The the group, the Tri-State Freethinkers here in Kentucky, they hosted the Ark Encounter protest previously, and they didn't want to take on the organizing of it again until
Mm.
the 10th year. So they were happy to hear. They actually said we were hoping somebody would pick it up and we could just be consultants and help out and stuff. And so they're doing that now. But they're going to take it back over next year, and I'll be helping them, which I'll be happy about. It's been a
Be
it's
less
been
work for you. Yeah.
yeah. It's well, I don't know which one of us does more. I think Jess probably does more because she makes a lot of the ads and the material and stuff. Um,
Hmm.
and of course, she does a lot of the interacting with people too and things. But um, whenever I first got wind of Kent Hovind was coming to the protest, I was like, well, let me pick up the phone and call Dinosaur Adventureland for some reason and try to like organize around it so it's not disruptive, so that we can, like, if Kent wants to come and say his piece, I'll give him a chance to, whatever, probably not on
Yeah.
stage at the protest, but I'll give him space to interact with people or whatever, and
Yeah.
let's let's organize around it so it's not a disruptive mess. But We got another problem in Kentucky though. This is the year of the cicadas, and
Oh, it's
yeah,
gonna get noisy.
yeah, very very noisy. In fact, let me see. Oh, I don't have it. I don't know if this will work, but let's see. Can you hear this?
I can hear.
Yep.
That's what it sounds like outside.
Oh wow.
Uh, and it's going to be real close on to whether it's started to quiet down by then or not. So,
Wow.
and there's like millions of them flying everywhere.
Right.
Need
And
lots
they're
of water fluid.
great big old red-eyed bugs. The everybody's favorite. Well, maybe we can convince Ken and Kent that it's a sign. I mean, they thought the world was ending because an eclipse came. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyway, we won't go down that road. Well, it looks like you guys got a great event planned, and you're going to have a lot of fun and stuff. I haven't been paying close attention to the chat. If you if you have any questions for these guys or anything, at me in the chat, and I'll make sure that I ask them. But um, I I figure I've used up an hour of your time now, and we're back into me rambling about bugs and stuff. So um,
Well, we've rambled a little. We've rambled about Hobbit feet once on a podcast. So there's any number of topics can be rambled about for sure when we
hey,
get us going.
look, Jeff, if you're looking for somebody to talk about random things, stop by anytime because you you, you know I have an interesting history personally. So who knows when I'm telling stories about being addicted to drugs or being a young Earth creationist or time in prison or whatever. Like I talk about a lot of random things over here, but
Well, when the border cools down, I'll grab a bottle of Woodford and I'll pop over and we can just sit and have an evening of stories and camaraderie.
yeah, hey, I'm
I
down
would,
for
I
that
would, I
anytime.
would love to do that. I would love to do that.
Yeah, I'm down for that anytime. Uh, you have I found Cicada 3301 yet? Nice, Chester. I don't even know if most people know what that is, but well, I imagine around here a lot of people have heard of that just because it's a crazy conspiracy theory stuff. But Cicada 3301. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
No.
So it's a big cryptic like thing that was on the internet years ago. They just posted Cicada 3301 and there were hidden things in pictures and all these
No.
codes and stuff. And people who made it there was a little bit of hacking involved. And people who made it to the end of it were supposed to be contacted for some secret job or some nonsense. It was, what do they call that? ARG. Um, AR, is that right? I don't remember, but yeah, silly stuff. But anyways, thanks for the $2, Jester, and making me confuse my guests. Um, the but yeah,
Jumping in.
I hope to see you guys continuing and growing and all that stuff, and anything I can ever do to help out or promote or whatever. Shoot me an email, send me the stuff, whatever, and I'll show it on the channel. Right now, like my viewership right now is a little bit down because I've not been making as much content here recently. But once I get this arc thing out of the way, it'll be a little different. We're in the final month leading into it, and it's just we had Aaron Raw drop out at last week. So it's but we're working on fixing that. um, that's all I can really say right now. But familiar faces. Um, the but yeah, uh, I hope everybody goes and up there and joins you guys for it. And what is it? Maya had to one up me on the membership. Dade Murphy, $2 super chat. Thanks, Dade. I appreciate it. The what did Maya do to you here? Did somebody donate memberships or something? Oh, 13 months of membership. I see. Why didn't it let me know that was there? Maya's been a member for 13 months. Awesome. Good. Stop. Go away. Okay. Yeah. But it sounds like a lot of fun, and Jess will be there, so I'm sure it'll go well.
Yeah, always nice to see her every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she did some stuff for RFR last year. She did a
Yes,
table for
Yeah.
RFR up there. Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
they'll we've got them coming this year too, to the ARC thing. But
Mhm.
anyway, I will. Well, if you keep doing that, I'm never gonna spit it out. Okay. Where's the? Why did it not? Oh, there it is. Dade Murphy again with $5 super chat. Hashtag got him. Excuse me. I appreciate your guest coming on. I love the library of Jason. Have you read all those books, Jason?
Oh no, that's my wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
she's the reader here. Yeah.
I had
I
to.
I don't know the library like that, but this picture you can just see in the distance over my left shoulder. That's Buffalo Trace Bourbon Distillery. So there's some
Oh,
Kentucky for you up on my wall.
oh, cool. Yeah. The the Bourbon Trail seems to be a popular thing down here. A lot of people come and go see the distilleries and all that stuff. And I, it is super cool. I guess being from here, I don't get as. I think it's neat the scale of it when you see it because you don't
Yes,
expect. Yeah, like
yes,
whatever your expectation of it is, it's way bigger.
yes, yes. When you
But
get into like a Jim Beam and you see them doing like 2,000 barrels of bourbon a day,
yeah,
and you think that every one of those barrels is a brand new barrel. Like the scale is it's really hard to wrap your head around. You walk into the barrel houses, like you said, more barrels of bourbon than people. Like it's just
yeah,
unbelievable how
yeah,
much how much is
yeah,
there. All held in with a little wooden wedge that they just stick in the end and it just sits there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fascinating. Yeah, it's fascinating.
They we used to do a trivia thing on my channel, and that was one of the trivia things was there's more barrels of bourbon in Kentucky than there are people, and I had to go look it up, and it's by a significant number too.
Wow.
But producing that much, I guess I guess that happens.
Yep.
Um, too bad we won't be shipping it to Canada anytime soon.
Hmm.
But I I look forward to seeing what comes of it, and I will. I'm like I said, I'm sure I'll stream something from there, and I'll tag you guys in it and stuff,
Yeah, sounds
so you
great.
can catch it. And
Fantastic. Yeah.
feel free to stop by anytime. And um, I do open panels and stuff all the time. I do all kinds of stuff. And again, like as we get closer to it, if you get new promotional material or you want me to show something or whatever, just give me a shout, and I'll be more than happy to. Uh,
Yeah,
That's
sounds great.
fantastic, Joe.
Yeah, we
I
really
love
appreciate it.
I love what you're doing. Keep it up. And I guess let's see. Other than BAHaCon, you guys don't have other stuff to like. There aren't like a bunch of YouTube channels and special shows and all that coming up, is there?
Not yet.
No,
it, it,
no.
Not
it,
yet.
it threw me off my game because I'm used to like, okay, what do you got coming up? Like
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of YouTubers,
Yeah.
but But I appreciate you taking the time and letting me have the opportunity to talk to you guys and hopefully get some information out to more people. And I will I'll work on as we go, especially once I get past the Arc Encounter thing. I'll work on getting some stuff up that promotes for you guys and uh, that everybody can see and things. And I appreciate you coming and talking to me. And you ever come to Kentucky, I'm holding you to the Woodford thing, of course. But
Absolutely. No, I'll be there. As soon as things clear up, we'll reach out, we'll meet up, and yeah, sounds like fun. Date.
all right. Well, uh, to the audience out there, I see you. The Over here on the Kentucky Atheist, of course, we're always talking Arc Encounter stuff. But for you guys that are channel members and stuff like that, I'll do a member stream tomorrow. I was going to do it today before this, but I didn't want to run into problems with time and everything. So we'll do it tomorrow. And I've got a couple videos I'm working on, kind of commentary videos. I'm not really in them. It's just more show and stuff, but coming out. So come back and check that stuff out. And thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the super chats. I know you're all subscribers, so thanks for subscribing and all that. And we'll be back soon with more stuff. Go check out BAHAcon. Uh, BAHAcon.com is the web address. It's linked in the description for all the information you need. And support these guys doing the thing that they do.
Thank you so much.
You know,
Thank you.
have